know if we won or lost. Your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Lanakaro, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's not too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who's hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get into your head, it cost you a cook-off. I'm glad she learned. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires. But that decision gets hard to stick with when the timer goes off behind you. Ignore. Fuck that. What? Ignore it like there's no sound at all. Fess up about your practice. Okay. You got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know. My nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was pot pie just from the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with all butter crust. And my nose is telling me something. Oh no, is it burning? No. I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. Chicken pot pie is great. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow. That actually looks really good. It's the best pie I've ever tasted, and I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big, going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect, his original trademark, fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash. Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend bastard. Baster blaster. What the fuck? Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and rod. Broid? Ashley scoops her pastry off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula. These are like some lame ass. I don't get why they're shouting moves. But I love that it's here. Even Clank gets in on it. 5 dial pressure point. Chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? Secretly knew English the whole time? He just pretended like he didn't. What about me, bitch? What the fuck? Why are you rooting for Clank? I am the main person in the story. I'm in the contest. It's the singularity, as was foretold. We mustn't let it happen again or the appliance uprising will take us all. I can't believe you betrayed me like this. That was in a moment of passion. I'm sorry. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spellbook out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? I don't know. You very clearly said you were rooting for Clank. You've got a shadow book of your own and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take the opportunity? No. Stop using this fucking spellbook. Who needs magic when you've got passion? Wow. I'm going to do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, Lana Caro. Thank you, Colonel Sanders. Let's get it. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, Lana Caro, since we were little, because I'm your best friend forever. You turn to notice the Miriams at your station cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but... Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. What the fuck, Miriam? It's the secret ingredient. She put... fucking... The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. It is I, Steve, the spork monster. Steve, wait, what happened to Gorko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We spork monsters are many. What the fuck is this game? I think Gorko had the day off, but you have... It's a different one, apparently. This is Steve. And I hate to battle, so I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh, hey, you're in the middle of cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve the spork monster notices that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magic items and accidentally summon me, huh? Yeah, I guessed it, sort of. If you're here, would you mind tossing me some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was a little spork pup back in the old country, you can feel Spork Monster winding up to tell you a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was pretty lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on the competition. Oh, dang. Look at all of its eyes are crying. I understand. It's kind of like that in Monster School that I had fallen asleep during scare tactics class, and when I woke up, you toss a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint. Never mind. I'll tell you later. Good luck. Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. You summon the extra power. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for... Yes, Lanakaro, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. Bro, get the fuck out. The power you've been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power you can do anything except turn back time, which would be super helpful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. But don't worry, Lana. Don't worry, dear Lanakaro. You may have suffered some setbacks, but not all is lost. Seriously, and I feel like I'm so frustrated by the fact that my chicken pot pie burned. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you've earned his support. I've been watching you, and I must say I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet, and I roll with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're gonna need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union? Time's up, students. With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems like we're missing some students. Pop, Clank? Clank was killed. Off screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that comes from one student. Hey, I'm flying. It sounds like it's coming from the broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? The dog must be Gordon Ramsay. I actually like this narrative. We should, yeah. I'm here for that. Inside of the closet, you see Pop. hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Jeez. Pop, get down from there right now. Let me guess, did Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a salad. It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks, I must say, it's not the worst prank in UCSAL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks, clank. Where did the pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear the signature wire, beep, or other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Your pot pie is fucking raw. Donut. I think it's more burned. It's too crisp. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves our 4 remaining students. Collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. Wow. 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles in a savory soup. That looks so good. That's right. I'm genuinely actually like kind of hungry now. That looks delicious. My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny narutomaki I spy afloat in this itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles. And some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked up myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. But apparently it's fucking delicious. The dog is like crying, eating this shit up. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much. It was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A+. Oh, damn! Look at her! I guess she's she must be a great cook then, if it only took 1 bite. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam's overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Lana Caro, for helping me believe in myself. Van, you're up. Okay. He did not put it on a fucking plate, for sure. I told you! Uni over smooth egg custard in an axe-hewed urchin shell topped with caviar. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines for a second different colored type of urchin? Is it? I've never had it. Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? It actually does look cool. Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Woof woof. Please be gentle with my cuisine. Why did he put it in the fucking... he's a dog. He can't grab it. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. If he kills this dog, does that mean that I lose the game? A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Next student, Ashley. It's time to step up. Now she's got like one of those pretentious platings too, for sure. Ooh, orange blossom Turkish delights in light rosewater syrup topped with French margarine and connected by... This is so fucking cute. That actually doesn't sound too bad. It sounds fucking great. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it. It's very fragile and is meant to be a display piece. That's fucking dumb. Don't eat the food at a cooking school. Got toast in your ears or something, Lana Caro? I told you, it's a display piece. Ashley, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition and at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it and did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to College of Eating, School for the Hungry. He did not like that shit. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you. And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last time you've heard of me either. If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You didn't really even do any fucking teaching, bro. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together. 2 chefs. What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examined it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. I think I'm actually like getting really hungry. I should have eaten before I started playing this game. That looks pretty good. Uh-oh. I don't have a good feeling about this. For somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Just when I thought I'd seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing and completely blow me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I have never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. We did it, you guys. We're graduating. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass. What's the fucking point of even having a cooking competition if you're gonna pass everybody through? Everyone gathers around, partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win. Sprinkles declares that you've passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on. How could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog is in the house. Ow. You know that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist who said you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Van and Ashley tell everyone that they're committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. Bro, what is this game? For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. He does look like handsome Squidward. Bro, you're so right. Holy crap. No ghosts allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh, amusing. And now that everyone is together, it's a spork monster. He is totally mellowed out. Everyone, the spork monster is no more. From here on out, I'd prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster. Student tries to finish what he was going to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to spork. Sorry, Party Monster. Dejected student walks off. Oh, that poor guy. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? I just imagine Colonel Sanders literally on his own, just rolling out this red carpet. Oh, it's Pop. He arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking to the carpet, you can see perched atop his dirty chef's hat a crown. Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. That's how he got into the school. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I've graduated, I can reveal my truth. Oh, shit. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing. I'm Clank, and I'm not of this earth. I'm actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. I actually feel like I knew this whole time. Now that I've learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? Holy shit! I don't know what to say. Besides, no. Okay, thank God. That would have been a terrible decision. I've just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote myself to figuring out who you are, Clank. You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she's managed to surpass you in that regard, obviously. I understand. Kind of. Humans are weird. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, look at the cherry blossoms blowing in the wind. Colonel Sanders has arrived. Howdy, classmates. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to give them a bucket of chicken. This time it's a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. From the fucking coleslaw recipe he stole from me, you guys. No, it's not the end. Okay. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Oh my god. Lanakaro, what are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know, I was just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualifications that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, oh, I don't know. A spice musky, a tidy goateed, and a degree from the University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Just to name a few. I'm just double checking. It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Oh my god! We're gonna get to dance with Colonel Sanders. Holy shit. We are living our best life. Yes, I would love to. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take off. And I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Lanakaro. I feel like one is just seems more socially acceptable than the other. How sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together. I think it's something I'll just need to do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be you found a love connection but failed to earn his respect as a chef? Could you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love, the life of an entrepreneur? Why are we still talking to this man? Bro, just go be your own chef. Open your own restaurant. What the fuck? I suppose I could enroll at pastry school? Oh, my dear Lanakaro, I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually, and along the way you'll have me by your side. The end. What? God damn, man. The fucking man is like dripping with condescension, dude. I don't know. I don't think we won. It was free. Still return it. It's a cute little outro. I don't know if we won or lost. I don't like him. What an awful character, I think. Yeah. But that's it. That's the game. I don't know. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't think... I don't feel like I've won. I feel like it sucks that now the character is going to have to spend their whole life with Colonel Sanders. It was fun. And it was kind of just like nonsense. I did like it. I don't find the Colonel to be lovable. I feel like the character just has bad taste. It was fun.